Hello, hello again. You're probably wondering why we're back on the menu, yet again. Why we haven't moved on to Act 2 yet. Well, I'll tell you why. Because question marks appeared on my menu screen and I don't appreciate it. So let's take a look. Welcome to the tea party of those who are not human. Oh boy. We love people who are not human. Beatrice isn't human. Let's have a look. Ding dong. You may well recognize this person. Well, it'd be wrong to call them person. They're not human. You may well recognize this witch. Now, without spoiling anything Higurashi related, basically, she's a witch version of Rika Furude. That's kind of all you need to know.
梅干しは1パック200円のやつよ。1000年紅茶をたしなんだが、そのようなものは知らぬ。つくづくこの世は生き飽きぬものよ。ベアト、そんなにも敵意をむき出しにしなくてもいいの。私は単なる旅の魔女。あなたの領地のルールを犯しに来たつもりはないわ。敵意などみじんも。伝説の魔女ベルンカステル教に粗相がないか気が気でならぬだけよ。
Right, that was the tips board. Pinged. Let's have a look. So yes, we have Beatrice's here, and we've already read hers. Let's see. Burn Castle, the Witch of Fragments, who's lived 1,000 years. It is said she lives in a world where the concepts of fate and possibilities can be visualized. She observes the fate of humans and sometimes interferes. In other words, sometimes she is you, and sometimes she is your only friend. Understand? She likes wine and spicy food. She hates boredom and people who never learn. She's got a very cute thing. I've just realised she's got a cat tail. Why have I only just realised this? And yes, you can execute and resurrect people at will. I haven't actually messed with this. I don't think I messed with this in my playthrough. I will do this off screen before I show it to you. Hold on. Snip snip. Oh, okay, that's what that does. Okay, sorry. Snip snip, we're back. Right, okay. So yeah, we have Beatrice, we can execute Beatrice. What a useless dream, to try and kill me despite being a mere human. Fire your bullets and I'll merely reflect back towards you like light off a mirror. However, there does exist just one way to kill me. You hold that method in the palm of your hand, though I doubt one as mediocre as you could ever pull it off. She does laugh like that, I promise. By constantly continuing to think, I will live forever. In other words, if I were to stop thinking, I could die at any time. However, once I start thinking again, I can also revive at any time. That's why I'm fickle and whimsical. I live as I please, I die as I please, and I revive as I please. I've just realised their eyes kind of... Oh, she looks at you when you kill her, that's so funny. Oh, and she has an angry expression on her face. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I'll stop just killing people randomly now. Yeah, sorry, I had to test that off screen to make sure it wasn't a spoiler.
一人を100殺す恐ろしい力を持った魔女の前には全くの無力。その無力な魔女殿が何人たりとも寄せ付けぬ力をお持ちなのだから恐れ入る。 かの大魔女ラムダデルタ教を短期にて退けられたのだから。
Yeah, so basically, without spoiling Higurashi, because Higurashi is a great mystery novel within itself, is in this universe, the meta universe, which is kind of outside of everything, the entire events of Higurashi were a board game that Bernkastel played with another witch, and they were merely pieces on a board. So yeah, that kind of, it doesn't spoil anything Higurashi, I promise. It's still a fantastic mystery. You should read it at some point. Or get me to. Oh, bitch, I'd love to. Don't fucking tempt me. Yep, I only won an endurance contest. That's in her reference to winning Higurashi.
あの子が飽きただけのこと。ラムダデルタ教はそうは言ってなかったんだな。
Yes, Lady Lambda Delta is the witch who Bernkastel was playing out the events of Higurashi with. Of course, I cannot reveal who Lady Lambda Delta played. Huge fucking spoiler.
過ぎた謙遜はかえって醜くもあるぞ、ベルンカステル教。あの子は恐ろしい力を持って一人を必ず殺す力。しかしこの世に必ずは存在しない。1をいくら割ろうとも決してゼロにはできぬように、あの子はそれを限りなくゼロに近づけ、限りなく絶対を生み出す力を持つ。
Yes, but almost zero. So it's not impossible. It's just a really small fucking chance.
あんな恐ろしい魔女と戦うのは二度とごめんよ。しかしそなたはゼロでない限り必ず成就させる力を持つ。
Thank you, Beatrice. I literally just said that. See, this is why she's my wife.
この世に必ずは存在しないとのたまう今日ご自身が必ず恐ろしい恐ろしい。一人を無限に殺す力。私はあなたの方が恐ろしいけれども。ご冗談を。そなたから見ればこんなのは褒めても何も出ぬとはまさにこのこと。世辞は滞在日替わりに。私はかけらを渡り退屈から逃れ続ける逃亡の旅人。
So yes, the events of Umineko are one such fragment. The events of Higurashi are another separate fragment. The events of Earth, right here, right now, that is another fragment. We may one meet Bernkastel, maybe. I hope not. That would be a dreadful day. For me.
あなたが面白そうなことを始めたと聞いたからやってき。あなたが面白くなくなったら勝手に出ていくからご心配なく。大ベルンカステル教にご降覧いただけ。このベアトリーチェ強烈至極に存じるぞ。してご感想を。ラムダデルタはとても残酷で恐ろしいけれど理解できる子だった。あなたは一見慈しみがあるけれども全く理解できない。だからあの子よりずっと恐ろしい。気まぐれなのは我が性。許すがいい。それに気まぐれなるサイの目に運命を託すはベルンカステル教も好まれることだったのでは。私はサイを振るときはっきりと出したい目がある。あなたとは違う。でもあなたにとっては すべての目があなたの手のひらを出ない。そしてどの目であってもあなたの期待を裏切らない。サイコロが何の目を見せようとも必ずあなたは満足する。その意味においてあなたは私をはるかに凌駕する。あなたとだけは戦いたくないわ。あなたの中にはゼロしかない。だから私の力ではあなたから勝機を得られない。最悪の相性よ。ラムダデルタなら逆に相性がいいのかしら。あなたの無限を殺せるでしょうから。やはり紅茶を飲むなら魔女とに限る。退屈しない。ならよかったわ。退屈は私を殺す唯一の毒なの。だから私を殺さないでね。
Laughs and I really want. I'm sorry, I have to. I'm so sorry.
無限の魔女ベアトリーチェ卿、それがお望みならこのベアトリーチェ、
I'm
さ
so
らに
sorry.
楽しませてお見せしましょう。ならすぐにでも次のチェス盤をお持ちした方がよろしいか。
Yes, the events of Umineko are being played out on a chessboard, by the way.
そなたにはどうも紅茶よりも次なる物語の方がおかわり。しばし待たれ。あなたも厄介なのに好かれたようね。力を貸してあげたいのは山々だけれど、聞いての通りあの子の力と私の力では相性が悪いの。おあいにくね。でもさすがに気の毒だから少しだけ力を貸してあげるわ。まずあの子のこと、ベアトリーチェという名の存在を持っているけれども、だからといってそれは一個体の女性とは限らない。意味がわかる？つまりあれは人間の誰かじゃない。この世界のルールが擬人化した存在だということ。あの子を倒すにはこの世界のルールを暴き、それを解きほぐさなければならない。それは例えるならルールを知らないチェスを観戦しながら学んでいくようなもの。まずはチェス盤を見渡しなさい。そして駒の動きと役割に気づきなさい。そしてあの子のゲームの勝利条件を探りなさい。それらが暴けた時、そこにあの子の心臓がさらけ出される。あとは引き裂くも握りつぶすも思いのまま。私も気前がいいわね。かつて人の身だった頃、私はたったこれだけのことを気づくのに100年をかけたのに。
Which is how long that Rika Furude was in the events of Higurashi 4. She time looped for 100 years. It's a huge Easter egg. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
これはベアトに囚われた哀れなあなたへのささやかな選別。
Yes,
さながら一本のスプーン。
Beatrice will often be referred to as Beto. She is the same person. They mean one and the same.
スプーンはスープを飲むのに使うだけじゃない。
I can use it to stir my coffee.
あなたを閉じ込める赤狼を掘り抜き、魔女の目玉をえぐる武器にもなる。もちろん永遠の赤狼の中で 水のようなスープを延々とすすり続けるのにも使えるだろうけど、勘違いしないでほしいのは、私はあなたの味方のつもりはないということ。あなたに感情移入はするけれど、あなたの手助けはしない。あなたがテレビの前でその向こうの人物にいくらエールを送っても届かだから、私が魔女だってわかるでしょ。私はベアトがこれから紡ぐ無限の物語を飽きるまで楽しむつもり。でもきっとそれじゃ飽きちゃうから。だからあなたに力を貸すの。私が飽きないために。私は世界で一番残酷な魔女なの。どんな相手でも絶対に屈服させる無限の魔女ベアトリーチェであっても。お前は私の駒よ。せいぜい頑張りなさい。あの子の目を盗んで時折助言を与えるわ。私を退屈させないでね。
There we go. Credits for that. Was that only on for 13 minutes? Shit. Edition of the new game board. The next episode's lock has been removed. You can now find the additional features on the title screen. That you can. Okay. So we'll just kind of mute this for a second just so you can only hear me instead of rampant sound of seagulls. So you're probably wondering, what in the fuck was that? So, how to explain this? If this is Umineko, right, this is the events of Umi, then I would say the metaverse is like here, which is where the, sometimes like Battler will be up here, so Battler will be up here along with the witches who were present at that time. So this would be like the first tea party that we saw. And then there's the metaverse, which is this is where the witches reside. So they're outside the game, they're outside of this metaverse, but they're definitely outside of Umineko. Does that explain it slightly better? I don't even know anymore. Ree!